Still the nation, where the blood clot are going, man. Listen, at this point, the UK government is just embarrassing, bro. Everything is a shambles. At one point, I was actually thinking, they've got to be doing certain things on purpose, man. But at this point, I actually think they're just incompetent, man. Yo, listen, the guy has escaped again. Last time he escaped from hospital. Today, I don't know how he's escaped, but this guy is moving like Michael Scofield, bro. Yo, check this out, man. Yo, check out the story of this guy, bro.
So there was a story yesterday where a rapper had escaped prison. It goes by DSavv. The police completely made a mistake. They called it a error where he slipped out of the handcuffs at a hospital, managed to make off. And I said it will be interesting to see how long he was on the run. I don't believe it was longer than even 12 to 15 hours, depending on how quick it got released to the articles. But he has been captured already. And we actually understand now why he was running away. So,
yo, first of all, how are you putting handcuffs on a maniac like this? So loose that he can just slide out of it, bro, and just escape, bro. Where is the logic in this, man? But I bet now, if I got some handcuffs on my wrist right now, I'm being left with some marks on my wrist, bro. It's crazy.
The Sun picked it up straight away. Dangerous prisoner 21 caught by cops following a huge manhunt after he escaped hospital when guards made a mistake. They treat this as a matter of public embarrassment and get on it straight away. And as expected, it didn't take long. I covered it all yesterday, but he was in prison for knife-point robberies of crypto. There's a bunch of victims involved. But with this article, when they said that they captured him, it said police also arrested 2 women aged 20 and 51, a 17-year-old and a man at 30 years old on suspicion of assisting an offender. There's a video circulating where they said that DSavv was spending some time with women. I think that's what a lot of people would do if they spent years in prison and managed to get out for the day.
Hey, yo, listen, my man escapes and instantly spent some time with some gal from man. These how you got man out here, bro. Yeah, they're splashing hundreds on Valentine's Day and still ain't getting no coochie. It's crazy, man.
We cannot confirm if this is true. But what is becoming more clear is why he may escape. It says we can reveal that the 21-year-old is being held at HMP Felton, West London, escaped just months before he was due to be deported to Ghana. Government sources told us today his deportation is still actively being pursued. We was told yesterday that he was on the run after giving dozy prison officers to slip while they guarded at West Middle Essex Hospital. It seems that he's due to be deported out of this country now. So overall, this situation might not even affect him because he was due to be deported anyway. And Vic Santoro explained his situation where he spent a certain amount of time in jail and was facing deportation. And this breaks it down and could be applying to DSavv as well. But it seems at some point now, it's very close that he's going to be deported, possibly after his prison sentence. I'm not sure how it's going to work now.
Oh, it's definitely getting deported now, bro. Like, he's embarrassed the UK government, the UK police system. He's embarrassed everything twice. First time you're slipping out, like what, the man just put some oil on his arms and just slip out, bro. Went on a run for almost a day. Now he's escaped again. Bro, they're definitely kicking him out now, but ain't no question about
with everything tied into the escape.
But I was served the deportation order in 2007. And coming out of prison, I was there for a significant amount of time. Like being a refugee and an immigrant, immigration has been one of the biggest hindrances in my life. That's something that gave me loads of sleepless nights because it sets up against you. Right? The law says if you commit an offense and get a sentence 12 months or over, you're automatically liable for deportation. Everything, your citizenship, your indefinite leave, all of those things are revocable.
Yeah, people don't know that.
Even if you want to fight it legally, there is no legal aid. And then the legal fees are sky high. So most families are inclined to say, you might as well just go back. Right? Because that's a trap. And then if you get past that and...
listen, the moral of the story here is if you've been given an opportunity to be in the UK and if it's much better conditions than where you've come from, bro, don't commit a crime. You know? You know your family ain't got it like that. You ain't got it like that. Why would you even want to put yourself in a risky position to get deported, bro? What the fuck?
Say maybe you want to fight it, so okay, cool, we're going to release you. You cannot work, you've got no access to the system, you've got no ID, survive. Or what, is it too hard? Then just sign the thing and go back to your country. So that's the trap a lot of people get put in. It's very frustrating and stressful. And then the trap now for somebody that's coming up the streets is, well, if you can't work, you've got no access to the system, what do? You're likely to return back. The life that got you in that situation, then when you get caught up in that, they're going to say, see, we told you.
Judging by some of the articles I'm reading, it's like they've made their mind up already. Obviously, he has a successful rap career that he's already established that he can pursue, but he's been successful already and still managed to go back to prison, so they're going to think it's not working in court anyway.
He never changed. He was never given a chance to actually change. So it's important to know the law that governs that. I've been in the UK for 30 years and I'm still fighting. I'm still having disputes with them of somewhere where I've spent most of my life. I know here more than I know anywhere else. However, I'm reminded that
listen, am I missing something here, bro? He has got multiple knife crime offenses. You know, crypto robberies of over 100K. Are we supposed to be now like, you know, feeling sorry? Knowing that you will face a risk of being deported for doing serious crime. And then now what is a victim mindset now, bro? You need to be holding yourself accountable for the decisions that you make, bro. Like, what am I watching right now, man?
This is not your country. There's a lot of African countries that's part of the Commonwealth. I want everybody to ask and look into their home nations and say, what's the benefit as a home nation of being in the Commonwealth?
And you know what's so crazy? You know what's so crazy to me? Just like, you know, like a average person, like let's say you start a new job, right? You're on probation. You're on your probation period. You know, if you mess up, you are not going to keep the job, bro. Then you got to redo the whole cycle again. So the same thing applies here. If you've been given an opportunity to improve your living conditions, and you commit a serious crime, and you know you face deportation risk, why are you going to put yourself in any type of position where you can get deported, bro? Like, the man are just feeling sorry for themselves, bro. Like, yo, you put yourself in certain positions and you know better than that. Fuck, man.
Because there's a lot of people facing immigration issues from Commonwealth countries that are living over here and have no rights and have no way and have no livelihood.
They actually said in the papers as well that the Home Office officials and Senior Youth Custody Service visited Feltman in West London seeking answers how he was allowed to go so AWOL. We've seen the prison Instagram live videos. It said he was jailed for 6 years and 5 months in July 2023. And I was even looking at that saying he's due to come out soon, why risk it? And they've said in this article as well that the source told The Sun he was moved to a Category B prison detention centre because he's about to be moved out to Ghana. He obviously doesn't want to be sent there, and that's why he escaped. He wants to stay in the UK and would prefer to serve more time in a UK jail rather than to be deported. But he will still be sent to Ghana in the short term, and his life is about to become a lot tougher, is what they had said. Obviously, it's all fun and games for some people watching and reading it, but he's going to have to suffer just for literally a half a day out or so. It says in the article as well, he'll go straight to a tough jail like Belmarsh or Wandsworth, but be classed as a high escape risk and kept in an ultra-secure unit.
Hey, listen, if I knew I was getting deported, bro, it's like it's solidified fact I'm getting deported. I'm sliding out of them handcuffs too, bro. You know what I mean? I'm sliding out of that too, fam. I'm gonna enjoy my little time. I don't care how long it is, 15 hours. I'm gonna enjoy that time still. You ain't got nothing to lose, man. Like, you know what? You might as well go back to the man them, chill a couple gal them in the back seat. You know, cool off one time. You might just do your gangster thing, man.
Yeah. He'll have to wear a jumpsuit to show.
But still, him getting himself in that position in the first place, is a joke man thing, bro.
He's at danger of escaping. The escape was likely to have been pre-planned. Following extensive inquiries through the Met Police, it said the 21-year-old man was located in an address in Thameside at around 12:40 on Wednesday, 11th of February, and arrested on suspicion of escape from lawful custody. He was also arrested on suspicion of aggravated burglary. This offence relates to a separate incident which took place prior escaping custody. He remains in police custody. But there's various other people, like I said earlier, 2 women aged 20 and 51 and a 17-year-old girl and a 30-year-old man have been arrested on suspicion of assisting an offender, and they've been taken into police custody as well. They've been dragged into it. At the end, also says a Home Office spokesperson said national offenders who receive a prison sentence in the UK are referred for deportation at the earliest opportunity. We will not allow foreign criminals and illegal immigrants to exploit our laws. We're reforming human rights laws and replacing the broken appeal system so we can scale up deportations. So he's known as a rapper, DSavv. He's got a lot going for him, but he wasn't about to come out to the UK like people think. Anyway, he's got nothing to lose, so he wants to spend some last time with his friends before getting deported back to Ghana. But the police, on the other hand, has let out out even worse criminals like sex offenders and keep making these stupid mistakes. A very interesting element I wanted to add to this video is a story that this man told very well on a podcast where it got to court and it was actually blamed on prison staff incompetence rather than the actual offender, saying that they shouldn't have been in that position as they're likely to take it.
I mean, it sounds to me, from what you're saying, that in a way it's surprising more prisoners don't escape. Such as the paucity of resources now in the system. Were you surprised when you heard it?
I wasn't. I'm surprised it doesn't happen more often. And I would say this: I've written my book Time After Time, which is out today, amazingly enough. And there's it's about
really involved in this. In
yeah,
some
we're
way.
trying to understand
Sounding a little bit suspicious.
who's the helping hand in the heist.
People think it's all part of my PR, and when the media rounds are over, I'm going to let them out of my wardrobe. But no, in Time After Time, I look at why people go back to prison again and again and again. Because the big problem in this country isn't so much crime; we have a problem of reoffending. So 80% of all offences are re-offences. They've been committed by people who've done it before. So rather than looking at individual crime, I'm trying to look at the pattern of why this terrible recidivism problem keeps going on. And one guy I looked at, and he's had been convicted of over 74 offences, called Simon McClellan. And one of his earlier offences was he escaped from Winchester jail. And in a very eerily similar circumstances to this, he basically exploited the incompetence of the system. And he escaped by pretending to be his own twin brother. Simon was facing about 4 or 5 years for GBH. So he got his brother to get arrested for drunken disorderly. His brother came in and they ended up sharing a cell together and they switched places. It's like something out of a 50s farce, isn't it? You know, it's Alec Guinness or something. And he walked out the front gate. And when they picked him up, as they inevitably do, they normally get them, he was prosecuted for prison break and they had to drop the charges. Why? Because they're non-identical twins. When the judge saw the photos of the two of them together, he said, this is prison incompetence. This isn't a prison break.
To be honest with you, I haven't really been listening to a lot.
Bro, what did I just hear just then, bro? What did I actually just hear then? Because like, that's got me thinking that even if you plan an escape, I don't understand how that's still not illegal. I don't understand how that's still not a crime, bro. Because you're escaping prison. But no matter how strategic it is, whether it was incompetence or not, you still escaped, bro. I don't know. I don't know, bro.
Of UK rap as much as I used to, but this guy actually, for his age, has not even really released that much music, but the stuff he has, he's cold and he's got a lot of talent. If a couple of these guys, they're literally on the precipice of making it work and they've got millions of views, it's just about getting the structure to implement everything correctly, this guy could be a top UK rapper and make way more money from music than he is these crypto scams anyway. Like, not many musicians out there, period, could say that they got a track at his age on 5 million views. He can, and his stuff is cold.
He's real. To the life is stuck on a wing, he spends our shit, I know how it feels. Advance from the old block place before he signed to the streets, best read that deal. Cause it's hard to make a meal, but so easy for you to kill. Everyone's trying to get out of the hood, like Nine said, there's bare crabs in a bucket. But no one's trying to help each other, it is what it is, it's sad, but fuck it. No one helped me, the times man needed help to fill up my pocket. And I kept my circle small, I knew my one hit chest would bucket. Don't die for Nyash. That's where to Dave. Everyone's trying to just to impress, but fuck all the drip, just learn how to save. I was stuck in a can just stressing.
Yeah, I think that's the end of the video still, people. But yeah, listen. The system is continuing. It's just a continuous mess. All over the board, no matter what sector, no matter what department it is. The UK is actually just a shambles, bro. I can't actually tell you one thing right now about the UK that I could say is competent to a high degree, bro. I can't tell you one thing from, like, even the bin men's and that, like, on strike, potholes in the roads, like the education system, everything is a mess, bro. Everything is a mess. It's a mess, man. But yeah, man, listen, that guy has escaped again. Let's see how long he's gonna be on the run for again. If you like the video, like, subscribe. Peace. I'm out.